What's up, YouTube? Cruising the 64 Ford right now. This is the last time I'll be driving it before I put a new distributor in, if that shows up today. That is the game plan, at least. I just wanted to get a quick before and after of where we're at here. As it currently sits, we're idling at about 800 RPMs, pulling about 21 inches of vacuum. Starts nice and easy, runs nice and strong. Still got the 3-speed in it. Made it up to a roller cam 5.0 with AFR heads and stock cast manifolds, but I'll be switching those up later too. Oil pressure's real good and strong since the rebuild. Haven't really done any of these yet, but going to pick up some welding gas to keep grinding away on that chopper project. Just about out, and then
in 1,000 feet,
what do you call it?
Turn left.
Just using the truck for some actual truck work, picking up some pavers from a buddy of mine and treating it like a work truck. Sorry about that. Bluetooth decided to connect and everything got weird. So we're going to turn that on mute. Oh, we're going to turn you off. Goodbye. Alright, we'll go for a quick little rip here. You guys are going to be sitting on the dash. I apologize that the video is going to suck because I got nowhere to mount you. Listen, and I'll kind of walk you through what's going on, what I'm feeling. The vacuum advance is hooked up, so right now we're sitting at idle. We're pulling about 20-21. If I give it a little bit of throttle input, we are going to be absurdly high now. A little bit of throttle now, the vacuum advance is kicking in. We're sitting here at 23, 2,000 RPMs. We're pulling 23 inches of vacuum. Let off, it's going to drop down to 25 real quick, and then return to where it should be. So I'm getting no hesitation, no sputter, no breaking up. Hopefully you guys can hear the motor as well. But I'm sitting here just light throttle, 8th throttle right now. No breaking up anywhere. We're pulling stupid high amounts of vacuum. This motor's ridiculously efficient. So let's go for a ride. On the block, these are 30 over pistons. It's a no machining rebuild. I used the stock pistons. I did put new piston rings in, re-honed, just like I did in the other video. So we re-honed it. What else did I do? Rod bearings, main bearings. I'm running a stock takeout cam out of a Mustang. I think it was a LX or something. I really don't know. It's running the it's a roller cam motor. So it's got the stock roller cam out of, I want to say, like a 90s Mustang, 90, 91 or something close to that. I could try and find the actual specs, but I didn't really document that part. Just a nice easy acceleration now. Under nice easy load, we're down at 10 inches. It's climbing back up once it gets some revs. There's third gear. Trying to get you guys situated where you can see more than the hood, but every time I do, the roads in Illinois here suck. We got huge buckles, so if you guys keep falling over, I apologize, but try and get off one of the main roads here so we can open it up. Partial throttle run there. See if I can wedge you guys a little bit farther in and put something in front of it. So we're at cruising speed. I'm doing about 35 miles an hour. Off throttle, we're about 19 inches of vacuum. Still accelerating. It's only a 35 through here, so I gotta go up the road a little ways and then Might be able to actually do a quick stop and a launch here, see what happens. My second to third gear shift on this. This is a 3-speed trans, Ford top loader, 3-speed. It was on the column, now it's on the floor. The 2-3 shift, the linkages are so worn out. I got to recut some bushings or try one of the Hurst kits or something. I think I actually have that sitting on the floor down here. It's not a Hurst kit, or a Hurst shifter, so I don't know if it's actually going to bolt up right. I'm sure I can fab something up with a little bit of time. I just haven't had a chance to mess around with that yet. But right now I'm cruising 45 miles an hour. I'm at 2,000 RPMs in third gear, and we are pulling 24 inches of vacuum. 23, 24 inches of vacuum. This is ridiculously high for under load. Okay, like I said, I've had this up to 70. Here's a little bit of throttle to accelerate, but I've had it up to about 65, 70, and it's still pulling around 18 inches, even pulling this heavy truck. So, let's see what's around the bend. If there's no cars, we'll lay into it. Do a second gear pull here. She's breaking up a little bit. Breaking up a little bit in second. So we're actually going to pull a little bit more timing out of it. Again, this is kind of that tuning part. I don't know exactly where it needs to be. Again, I know it's advanced, and I know it shouldn't be, but I don't know how accurate my marks are. So slight uphill up here. A little bit of breaking up. So we'll do a little turnaround. Let me pull a couple degrees out real quick on the first spot I can, and try this again going back the other way. Okay, I've completely opted out of the timing light now. Just for now. I don't really care exactly where it ends up. Much more concerned with how it's running. So it broke up a little bit, and just loosened it, bumped it back just a smidge, and we'll turn around and give her a pull. I don't know what you guys are always doing on YouTube or how you guys take in-car videos, other than having a dash mount or something. I guess that would be one way to do it. I don't have any of those luxuries. Let's see what happens through first. You guys are going to fall. Ooh, that actually liked it less. Give me a second here. Let's bump that forward. I might have gone the wrong way. Alright, just kicked it back forward. Let's see what happens now. Oh yeah, she liked that. Like I said, this motor's kind of a freak. Whatever I had it set at, based on the rough markings that were on there, was 19 degrees before top dead center, which is already super hot. It's also kind of a freak. I'm not running a big cam in here. It's a small cam. So in terms of efficiency, getting there in and out, it's not timed or altered for high-end power. It's just kind of set up as an all-around daily. Makes a good amount of torque down low. I actually wish the power band was a little bit lower, just being a truck, but just did the timing on that. I went the wrong way. It started like crap in first gear when I was going to launch it, and well, not launch it, but lay into it, and she did not like it. We'll do a rolling second gear pull here. That's the strongest this truck has ever pulled. I'm not a huge proponent of the electronic ignition stuff. I could really care less most of the time, but it would always break up a little bit. This motor's set up to go to, I don't know, $6,000 or something. Stock Mustang motor. I don't remember what the red line is on that. It doesn't have a truck cam in it anymore, so I lost some of the low end to gain some top end. It's got 1.7 roller rockers, AFR 165 heads, Summit 4-barrel 500 CFM carb. I don't know, the list kind of goes on. And the best part is I'm running stock manifolds, okay? I have headers for it. I'm going to do the headers. But to get away with stock manifolds, I know it's counterintuitive to spend, thousands of dollars or, over $1,000 on heads. I got these ones used. I think I got these for $1,000, about 5 minutes from my house. But they work way, I had a set of Porta D7s on here. The AFRs made the biggest difference in the world in terms of pulling. The valve springs are stiffer. It's pretty much set to rev high. I've had this up to about 66,000-ish RPMs. I try and shift it around 5 just because it usually doesn't like going into second gear. But for what it is, run the timing a little bit advanced here. Eventually I'll get around to putting a better balancer on here and actually retiming the motor exact, so I'm not guessing like I am now. Like I said, with a timing light, as long as I know I have a rough ballpark of where I'm at, if it's within 5-10 degrees, it doesn't really make that big of a difference because I will put the time in and test and tune like we're doing right now. I carry a 1/2-inch wrench with me, some basic tools to tweak that, especially if I'm doing tuning adjustments. So we'll try and get back to the house now. And well, I'm going to go on one more lap without you guys, but then we'll get back to the house and I'll go over a further recap once I get some miles on here. Still doing some more test drives. I'm going to do this solo, but I figure I might as well do some now. Managed to find a screwdriver to prop you guys up a little bit on the dash and a tape measure to hold you guys in place. Probably still won't work, but worth a shot anyway. We're going about 45 miles an hour right now, nothing crazy, but we're rocking and rolling. Cruising speed, 15, 16, 18 right now under acceleration. If I try and just hold steady pace, I'm about 22 inches of vacuum. Third gear pull. This will take forever. We're in one, final gear, but she's pulling super strong, super steady. Doing about 70 right now. That's a 40 to 75 pull. No hesitation, no stumbling, no kicking back, nothing. If I could get one of the points distributors to work that well, I'm all for it. However, I've just had such bad luck with these. The truck came with one distributor that worked really well for a while, and then it just kind of died out of old age. That was an original Ford one. But everything I found in the price range, I was going to spend the same amount of money for an old, potentially worn out distributor, factory like Autolite or Motorcraft or whichever one it is, just to do the exact same thing that I did for 160, 180 bucks, I think, with the electronic. Again, I'm a huge points. I can't stress that enough. I love points. I want to run points and everything. It's an old car. That's what it should have in it. But the quality of parts have just going down and going down and going down. If I'm replacing a set of points and condenser every 3 months, I'd much rather pay the upfront cost for an electronic. Now, the trade-off, if this dies on me, I'm stranded, okay? I can't really just go grab a set of points and throw it into this distributor. I didn't really look at the housing on this all that much. Maybe I can adjust and mess around with the base plate. Maybe I just got to throw in the old points distributor back on the, throw the points distributor back under the seat or something just in case. I don't really know yet. Or there's a chance it could just work and I'll never have to worry about it. I'm not overly optimistic, but I want to be. Just right now, I'm fighting the quality of the body of distributors being made, the actual housings, not even the internal components. I can deal with changing points and condenser. It's a 5-minute thing, not that big of a deal. However, when I don't have extra parts in the car, then it becomes a problem. Or if the actual body themselves won't allow the points to function properly or maintain their gap and their dwell at higher RPMs, then it's also a problem. That's the issues I've been running into, so I'm kind of throwing in the towel with that on this at least. I'll still be running the Falcon on points for a while until I can get cash for another distributor or find something better. I'd like to try and find a dual point, but we're not positive. I'm not positive if that's actually going to work. So I'm going to pull back out up here. We're going to do one more pull together. I'll try and get through first, second, and third. Lay into it a little bit. Hopefully there's no cops that just resurfaced. It's usually pretty light on this road. We're kind of in the back country here. But we also got to worry about traffic at this hour. And we have a gap. All right, hold on. And that's about 80. We're gonna bring it down. She pulls strong, she pulls hard. There was a little bit of flutter at the very top end there. I know these Pertronix distributors also are supposed to have adjustable weights and springs. I know the flamethrower one that's in the van, which don't tell Dottie, but I'm most likely going to be stealing that to put in this. It's just a lot easier to adjust and tune. When we get back to the house, I'll pop this cap off, throw the actual Pertronix cap on, and take a further look at the distributor and kind of figure out what I need to do to adjust the advanced curve on this. But drivability wise, I mean, we're going 50 miles an hour right now, just cruising and maintaining speed, and I'm pulling 22 inches of vacuum, which is absolutely ridiculous. Here's what we're working with down here. 21 inches of vacuum at cruise. My speedo's about 7 miles an hour off, so we're doing about 50, 51. But we'll check back later, guys. All right, so we just stopped at the gas station. I put some gas in this thing. Put about 10 gallons in, beating the crap out of it today. But now, ran the motor real hard a second ago. You guys just saw that in the video. I'll try a warm start, see what happens after I let it sit for a couple minutes. So it's got a little bit of kickback, nothing crazy. I'm fine with that. Actually, plenty okay with that. So we'll jam home and see what happens.